Yo, what's up, people? So it's me again. It's your boy TeaRon. That's TeaRon, period. And you are listening to another episode of the Ubiquitous Blacks podcast. And today, I just want to jump right into this because we got something special for you. We got some really dope shit. Because for the first time, we've been to Africa a few times, but today we go to Jamaica, to Kingston, I think, right?
Yeah,
So
the
the other person you hear other than myself today is none other than recording artist Zac Jones. Zac, how you feeling, man? What's up? Introduce yourself. Let the people know a little something about you.
Yo, you don't know, says Zac Jones here on the Ubiquitous Blacks podcast with my boy TeaRon. Are we talking about anything TeaRon want to talk about today? See me? Jamaican recording artist, reggae rap fusion. And we just here. Check out my stuff anywhere. ZACJONE $. You already know. So bless up TeaRon for having me tonight. TeaRon, what you saying?
So first things first, definitely I do want to thank you for coming through because
Don't know, man.
I just been like keeping up with you for so long, and I think that people should definitely get to know you a bit more, even more so than the music. I think we just will tear some of that down, and we just will kind of talk and have a little conversation here, and just leave it like it is and see what happens, right?
Yeah, definitely, bro.
All right. So first thing I want to get into, Zac.
Yep.
And I feel like we have to talk about this, even though it's not like my least favorite topic, but we'll just get the shit out the way. So
yeah, it's all good.
How is Miss Rona, aka coronavirus? What's she doing down there in Jamaica? What are things
in Jamaica
like? How has it changed everything?
Shit, well, I mean, it's definitely changed a lot of things in Jamaica. I mean, obviously, just like whatever will be going on in the US, like the entertainment industry is down. As artists, there's no real like live performances. Everything is like online right now. But it's on just a bigger basis than that. It's just like affecting people's pockets, point blank. A lot of small businesses are, in very serious conditions. And I just mean, just like everybody's pocket is affected. So the economy is, I don't want to say it's collapsing, but,
it's definitely a possibility. Are they doing anything? Because you definitely have to forgive me because, they don't, we American people don't be learning shit about nothing else. So
Jamaica, yeah.
We only know one thing about Jamaica, and you know what that is. Well, it's two things: the music, and then you know what the other one is. But
and the weed.
with like Jamaica being one of those places where they benefit so much from like tourism and shit, like that's a huge part of the economy. The economy, and that shit really just is like halted up. I don't know. Have they? Are people still like kind of traveling in and out, or has it kind of picked back up?
So like Jamaica, like you really just touched on it. Like a big part of it is that, like a huge, like the majority of our economy and our foreign exchange comes from tourism. Like it's a big that basically has supported our economy from like for a long time. And so definitely people are still coming, but it hasn't really been enough to firstly obviously offset all of those months of lockdown from like I think it was like April till June. I know they opened back in June, and then obviously like not that much people are coming. You can't really get people from the US like that, I don't think.
Right.
Well, everybody's blocking us. That's a lie.
Everybody's
that's a lie though.
You said it's a lie. It's not true.
Yeah, no. I think because I definitely think some people from the US have come. People I know from the US have come, so that's not true. But I do know that it's just like not that much people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I don't know. It's so many countries have been like, "Hey, y'all keep that shit over there. Y'all not coming over."
Yeah, no, I
Don't
feel
bring
that,
that
but
shit over
like,
here. So they've been blocking us from going anywhere. Like I got
yeah,
a passport and I'm trying to get more stamps, and I can't go any fucking
yeah,
way. So I'm just like, well, I don't know what
yeah,
to do.
yeah. It's definitely an interesting time right now. Definitely an interesting time.
For sure. Right now for us, we're at a stage where it's like it's a back to school season for the kids.
Yeah,
And that's a
yeah,
huge, huge fucking issue right now, is because like this shit is affecting everything. So a lot of students are transitioning to try to like school from home, and
yeah,
they gotta have internet and they gotta have resources and and
yeah.
then some places are going back to school, and then they go back to school and then somebody gets sick and then everybody
And
gotta
there's
be
out.
on quarantine.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's quite a mess. It
yeah.
really
It's
is.
yeah, it's definitely crazy right now, bro.
What's been the what's been the biggest like downside? I mean, of course, you being a entertainer, so that's probably the biggest
Yeah,
thing is that you can't do what you want to do. But
yeah, but I would say like, I mean, being an entertainer, I'm also like, I have a business. I have a liquor business, Bottega Jamaica.
oh wait, you
Um,
do?
and Bottega's, yeah, Bottega. So we basically like are the distributors for the sparkling wine called Bottega. Check it out. It's Bottega. And
I
yeah,
can get that.
our Instagram is Bottega Jamaica. Yeah, you could get it. You could get it where you are.
Oh
So you could
shit,
definitely
no.
order it. You wouldn't get it from me because I'm only responsible for Jamaica. But just like it's so I'm saying like it's two sides to the entertainment thing for me. It's like being
Hmm.
an artist and then also being in the liquor industry, which is heavily dependent on the entertainment industry. I wouldn't say it's fully dependent, but it's parties, especially for sparkling wines and champagnes. It's like parties is where people
Yeah.
spend spend cash, put it out there, that type of stuff. So it's definitely been challenging on both sides, but we've my motto and the motto of everybody that I work with is just like to always find an avenue. Like if it might not be what it was before, but there's always an avenue to success,
Absolutely.
and definitely getting the brand out there and pushing it. So um yeah, we're still pushing and people are still supporting, people are still buying. When you look at the bottles, you see why, but also like the quality is also inside, like it's high quality stuff, so it's just
Well,
like people are still supporting and people are still buying.
right now, Zach, everybody need to drink right now.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. People
You need to
still
drink
buying,
more than ever.
but it's just that it's just that like obviously like the entertainment industry is like a big part of everything that has to
Right.
do with liquor. You know, a
That's
lot of
so
stuff is
interesting,
like if
honestly.
it's a bar, if it's like bars to parties to like even outside of that immediate entertainment industry, you got weddings, you have all those large gatherings where people drink together. So it's
Right.
like smaller stuff right now, but we're still doing it.
It makes me think of like because it's like the artists of yesteryear, like artists like James Brown and Aretha Franklin and people who
Yeah,
kind of had different terms for when they would go to perform somewhere. So like you wouldn't just
yeah,
be like paying my booking fee and everything. You would also be giving me a bit of the gate or giving me a percentage of the bar.
yeah, yeah,
So it all kind
yeah,
of goes hand in
facts.
hand. And it's like, here, let me
Definitely.
because sometimes you rather have the percentage of the bar than your booking fee. So
Yeah,
just depends on
yep.
how it rolls. You
Bars,
know what I
I'm
mean?
telling you, bro, like bars. Yeah, so like a lot of I want to take it out for me too. It's like for a lot of people I know in the entertainment industry, whether it's like party promoters. A lot of
Hmm.
it is party promoters too, but just everybody on the back end. It's not just like the immediate entertainer or the drinks. It's like the people on the back end, like the promoters, the people who set up, the people who clean up. Like everybody is kind of suffering from all of this. So
Yeah.
it's just like a domino effect. you know? Is that
Yeah.
perfect?
My biggest thing was like because I genuinely love being on the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it's not for everybody. It's and people get it confused when you have to go and you have to be out on the road for weeks and months at a time. It's definitely not easy. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah,
but I miss it, yo. That's like the biggest thing I miss
yeah,
at this moment. That's like my biggest downside is because I kind of have to.
yeah.
I
Torn
had to
is
take a step back and even had to
yeah,
like find regular work and regular work.
yeah.
You know, regular work
Regular
is just
way.
anything that isn't
I know
entertainment.
exactly what you're
You know what I
talking
mean?
about, bro. Yeah,
And it's not. It's like not for me. I'm like right now. I'm like working in an office, and you gotta dress business casual, and
yeah.
you know, and it's really like structured. But I'm
And
kind of
there's
just
all these
doing it.
rules.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, I'm not. This ain't for me because I don't like working for people. Honestly,
Yeah.
like my attitude is shit when it comes to
Nah,
working for people.
definitely. I feel you. I feel you on
But
that.
that's my
I don't
biggest
like working for
downside.
nobody.
The There are a lot of
Yeah.
upsides though for entertainment because, like you mentioned before, um, you have a lot of people who are being able to do shows virtually or still kind of
Yeah.
being able to perform and do what they want just in a different setting. There was even a
Just a different
article
space, yeah.
recently. Did you see the article? There was in the UK there was someone, I don't know who the artists were or if it was multiple artists, but
Yeah.
there was a concert and it was like a socially distanced concert. Did you see that?
Nah, I didn't see that. I think I saw a picture of it though. I saw
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
picture of it
And so
today.
there
Were
was
they
like
in like
the lawn and they had all the different little platforms.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I did see that. Yeah.
and I was like, it really ain't that bad.
Yeah.
I was thinking
You
like,
just have to find ways around it.
exactly.
Yeah, you
Just
definitely
trying
just
to
have to
convince
find ways
myself.
around it, yo. Like, yeah. But I mean, I definitely feel you on that, bro. Cause I mean, yeah,
What you think your biggest upside is in the midst of all this?
yeah. For the upside, I would say like it's definitely given me a lot of time for. So there's a couple things. Introspection is one. Like I wouldn't say. I mean, I don't even want to say what I am or I am not. But I'm
Hmm.
definitely someone who likes to like work on myself, not just for the physical or not just for what it looks like on the outside, but for the inside. You know, so like definitely like to I mean, I definitely think it's a point of duty for me to like find out what my like just your inner work, inner work, what your insecurities are, like all that type of stuff, and see how best you can work on that type of stuff, to make me a
Right.
better person, not just studying the craft of what I'm doing, or being a good businessman. It's about like being a good person for me. So Corona definitely gave me a lot of time for that, and it has given me, and I'm still doing it. I'm still doing the work where I
Right.
see it necessary. We always have work to do. I think also
Absolutely.
like outside of that part of it, musically, it's given me a chance to. I think before Corona, I was like doing a lot, definitely doing a lot, and I think a lot of people's lives were like very fast paced at the time too.
Hmm.
Like just a lot was going on. The world was like moving at a very rapid pace. I don't know if you felt that too. Like it just felt like everything was just fast paced.
Yeah, I was
And
on the
so
road.
it definitely, yeah, yeah, and like she was just fast. So it's just like when it did slow down, it gave me time as well to like get back into um a lot of like the studying that I do when it comes to like what I do, like with the craft, like with the music, get back into listening to albums back to front, with time, get back into like listening to like ebooks and business and that type of stuff. And
Right.
outside of that too, there's a lot of people that I've been able to work with during Corona, like a lot of other artists that I respect and look up to, that I've been able to work with and build relationships with, that probably if Corona wasn't here, that wouldn't be possible because they probably be on the
Exactly.
road too,
Everybody be
and
so
I might be
fucking
somewhere
busy.
else. So it's yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's definitely giving people time to connect to others and themselves, which has definitely been an upside, you know.
Yeah, and I agree. That's like the biggest thing for me is just like finally having that time to slow down. And I myself, I don't know about you, but I grew up the youngest of five, right? And just my immediate family alone at this point
Yeah,
is a large family. All my siblings have children and everything, and we
yeah.
tend to be.
Oh shit. So wait, you got kids, bro?
You said what?
You got kids?
Hell no,
I feel you on
dude,
that, dog. I
dude.
definitely
Like,
feel you on that
could you,
one. I'm not
like
ready
having
right
kids
now.
right now would be the craziest shit.
Nah.
I would be on edge
Yeah.
24/7 if I had a kid right now.
24/7, bro. Yeah.
I'm
Cause
like,
like
wash
me,
your
I come
damn
in and I want
hands.
to like chill. Yeah. Yeah. But like I get in the house and I want to chill, bro. Like I get home from wherever. But there's the studio,
Exactly.
where there's the office, and I want to chill, bro. Like I don't necessarily want to be, especially in this time, you know, with all that's going on. I just want to chill. Like I want to
Yo,
turn my
and
phone
and
off and chill.
honestly,
Like you know,
before this, like shit would come up
yeah,
and somebody would hit me up and they'd be like, hey, there's this thing coming up and we gotta be in New York in a couple of days. So you need to get on this flight.
yeah,
And I can just be like, oh
just
yeah,
like that.
cool. But if I had a
Yeah,
kid,
yeah, yeah.
it's like, well shit, let me see if
Nah, that's
somebody gonna
different, bro. Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
that's a
and I'm
different
not there yet.
responsibility, man.
Yeah, I'm just
Exactly.
not there yet.
And it's cool to be not there yet. Yeah.
I probably won't be there for a while.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
time will
myself, I
tell.
just
Time will tell.
this past July, I just turned 30, right? And I
Word.
was like, you have these ideas in your mind when you're younger,
Yeah,
especially when you're about to be like 18. You think, oh shit, by the
yeah,
time I'm 30, I'm gonna have this and I'm gonna do this.
yeah, yeah,
And I'm gonna at
yeah,
least have two of these, right?
yeah.
But I'm like, nowhere, none of the things that I thought I was gonna have, I have, but I have a lot of shit that I didn't
Yeah,
expect that is great. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But a
yeah.
kid, hell no. Mm-mm, mm-mm. But no, I was saying,
Yo,
being the youngest of five and having a large family, all my siblings have kids and stuff, right? And so we
yeah,
tend to be family oriented when we need to be. Um, Meaning, like, on special occasions, or if somebody's having an achievement, we all kind of get together, and nobody really lives too far apart that we can't see each other regularly. So
yeah,
we always try to work things out, and this has allowed more time to be able to do that. So the issue though is that it's allowed more time to be able to do that, but also there's so much shit going on that you end up seeing each other less than you did before. So it's like really a whole
I
conundrum. So
feel,
it's like, damn, you got time. I
yeah,
can go over
yeah.
there. I can, we can barbecue. We
However,
can do some shit.
yeah,
But
yeah,
we don't want to get each other sick. It's really fucked up.
yeah.
It's really fucked up. But on
I
another
feel you
note,
on that.
on another note, on another note, Zach, who do you listen to lately?
Who
Musically,
have I
because I
been
know you said you
listening
would
to?
like listen to ebooks and shit.
Yeah. So who did I
But
listen to
who
musically?
musically, and then we'll talk about the books too. But first,
Where
musically, what you been listening to lately, or what kind of things are you seeking out lately to sort of find inspiration? Because I would imagine that with this free time, you are doing a lot of creating and just trying
yeah,
to keep building a catalog.
yeah, definitely. Who have I been listening to lately? Cause I listen to, you see, the thing with me is like I listen to like a lot of different types of music. I listen to a lot of different people. Like who I listen to depends on my mood. Let me see what I listen to today. Well, I definitely been listening to pretty cliche Drake. Um, but Drake, like I listened to Drake when Drake was just popping. Drake was like one of my favorite artists. I still love Drake, but like old Drake, I've been listening to a
Mm-hmm.
lot. Like 9 a.m. in Dallas, I was listening to like yesterday, and I listened to that song a lot when that song gives me like that's like my go get up song. That like starts my day. That gives me like that boost of energy that I need. But like let me get out of rap. Who else have I been listening to? I listened to some Isley Brothers today.
Hey
I
now.
listened to, yeah, you already know, Voyage to Atlantis. That's what I was listening to today. I just need to go through my phone real quick because,
Hey, do it. Pull it
like I
up.
said, I listen to a lot of different, yeah, I listen to just a lot of different stuff. Oh, this kid Rema, or Rema from Africa.
Yeah, yeah. He's dope.
Really
He's
cool
dope as
artist.
shit.
Yeah, yeah. So I was listening
Which
to him today
he has
too.
that song.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Rema has that
Yeah.
song. There's one song I listen to all the fucking. I listen to like a few of them. I don't understand shit, but I be vibing.
Which one is
Right.
it, Lady or Do Maybe? Do Maybe?
Yeah.
Do Maybe?
Do Maybe. I like Do Maybe, but
That one? Yeah.
I like Do Maybe, but I think it's Lady. Lady, oh my lady, oh
Lady.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's my shit.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit rocks, yo.
That's my favorite one from him. Yeah.
That's one of the tracks I listen to.
That one is really
like when
cool,
when I'm going home and I'm too close to home, like I'm about to be home. I go like around the block again so that it'll finish, and then I go home
to listen to that. Yeah,
yeah, that's my shit.
Nah,
my bad, I got on track because
super
I don't know
cool.
too many people that know
cool,
of his music, so you got me excited a little bit.
Yeah, but you know, Afrobeats and Jamaican music is like they almost go hand in hand. So you know, we listen to a lot of Afrobeats out here too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so Rema is cool. Obviously Wizkid, Burna Boy, my boy Tessellated. I don't know if you know my boy Tessellated. That's like my bro. Another Jamaican artist, young, like around my age too. He did Pine and Ginger. You know that song Pine and Ginger?
I don't know if I know that one.
You ever heard of Pine and Ginger? Me I say Pine and Ginger. She want me for wine bunny thing, but me not place up. Me I say Pine and Ginger. You don't know that song?
To. I feel like I need to now because I don't think I do.
Yeah, no, it's super
you know
sick. Check it out, Pine and Ginger by Tessellated.
You need to make a playlist, a Spotify playlist.
Yeah,
and just share it.
No, I definitely should.
Yeah, because I need that. I would need that for sure.
Yeah. You know who has a sick Spotify playlist? Protege. I don't know if you know Protege, like another Jamaican artist, older than us, legend right now. Yeah, you know Protege. Mm-hmm. So he's dropping an album like next week. So I've been listening to him too. He dropped a song with Popcorn like last week. He dropped a song with Wiz Khalifa today. So yeah, he been dropping like a lot of fire recently. So I've been listening to, especially the one with Popcorn. Yeah.
Now what about
that's one. What about? One's called Like Royalty.
Because you said that you were doing your business thing and you've been listening to like ebooks and stuff like that. Probably, I guess, would be on a more entrepreneurial level, right? So,
as you said that, like Pharrell and Jay-Z dropping. That's like those are my two of my favorite artists. I wouldn't say they're my top two. Pharrell is my undisputed number one, but though that combination Pharrell and Jay-Z is like my favorite, like of all time. From Change Clothes to Excuse Me Miss to Give It To Me. Like all of them songs are like some of my favorite songs. So I saw that they were dropping something tonight on Chopper.
Pharrell is like one of those people where it's like he has such a like distinct sound. So anytime you hear something he does,
like you just have to hear the beat, like it's a Pharrell beat.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this gotta be. Yeah. And then even if he's not on the record, like featured, you always hear him kind of in the background.
Like bro, like it's Pharrell. Yeah, like Pharrell. Bro, I could talk about Pharrell all night, bro. Like I'm not ashamed to say that, bro. Like Pharrell to me is like just a genius, like miles above genius in the music industry. Like
I used to always want to be able to. I used to always want to be able to dress like Pharrell, which basically means just throwing whatever on. But you gotta have the right confidence. You gotta have the right confidence to like just throw whatever on and go outside and still be like this nigga's a dope.
Yeah,
Because if I
yeah,
just throw
yeah.
some shit
No,
on,
Pharrell is
people
like
are gonna be like, "It's corny ass, dude. If you don't take that scarf and them long ass golf socks off, nigga."
nah, but Pharrell is bro. Pharrell is like a big inspiration for me musically, swag wise, everything. Like when I started music, I used to listen to so like a lot of my music is like very like it's just even like how I talk to women on tracks. You know, like it's not like anything disrespectful, but it's like stuff that make women feel good. You know, and like almost like teaching the next generation how to talk to women, you know, the right way with game, not just like talking about money. You know what I'm saying? You could talk about money, but it's even how you talk about money. It's like that's stuff that I learned from like Pharrell,
Yeah,
Jay-Z, Biggie, you know, but like Pharrell was definitely like a big inspiration for me musically, just like the whole 360, like from the swag to the music to like just the vibes, you know?
yeah.
So
He
Pharrell
he
is
can't
like
he can't do any wrong.
that's definitely my number one. Yeah, he can. That's my number one artist, you know, everything. Definitely want to work with Pharrell. Um,
Put it
probably
out
one of like
there.
my
Put it out
first
there.
official
He
like
he at home right
project.
now. He at home right now. He ain't even doing shit.
Yeah,
So
where yeah,
for real, you
definitely
got
like I
time. You
definitely
got.
want for
I imagine that Pharrell has like a whole like room filled with like old tapes and beats and productions, and he's
yeah.
got some music where he can pass you some shit and be like, "Here, man."
Yo, I need some '06, '08 Pharrell shit,
I'm just saying.
like some of them old beats. Yeah. But I mean like whatever he make for me right now, I'm gonna kill it either way. So like you know,
I'm
it's
just
cool, but
saying.
like for real, like I said, I talk about for real all night, bro. So we have to move on. I have to move on. But you were asking me about ebooks.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So, what are you kind of looking at or reading into like for your business? Because that's what you were doing it for, right? Or you were just kind of reading for
yeah. I
entertainment, or
mean,
what?
no, it's not even entertainment. It's like it's just like getting better. You know, like I
Hmm.
said, it might
Like
be as
self
a
help.
person, it might be in a business. Yeah, just like understanding humanity or just like myself, you know, it might be from a
Right.
psychological basis. So, for example, I know I'm terrible at communicating, or let me not speak that, but I know I've been terrible at communication for a long time, especially in relationships and like with people I care about. So, I read, or I listened to The Art of Communication or The Art of
Hmm.
Communicating, I think it was, which really helped. You know, like that was something. So I'm just showing you like the angles that I listen to or read from. It's more of
Right.
all right. I need this skill, so let me learn this skill by listening to this book. So another one I started listening to today is called The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. I haven't really gotten too far into it. I was somebody just told me about it and kind of recommended it for me.
Right.
But you know, just like a lot of spiritual stuff too. Like
That's what I was gonna ask you. I
one of
was
my
gonna be like,
favorite.
are you
Yeah.
spiritual? Or are you in a space where you're kind of exploring your spirituality?
Now I would definitely say I've always been pretty spiritual. You know, like I grew up in like a family where my grandma, um, you know, my dad's mom, Shirley Jones. And if you watch like my video Miss Jamaica, you see her name at the end because she passed away like a
Yes.
couple of years ago. But she was like an extremely spiritual woman, very strong woman, and so she like instilled a lot of the spirituality that I know into me, and kind of just I guess like as kids, when you're a kid, you're very close to everything, and I say everything meaning
Hmm.
you have no barriers on your brain. There's no this is real and this is not real. Like everything is fair game as a kid, you know. So that's why like they might
Exactly.
say kids can like see stuff, kids can see into like other dimensions, or a kid, babies might be able to like easier see ghosts or something like that because there's nothing that's their brain hasn't barriered that off, you know, cut off the fact
Yeah.
that we are spiritual beings, you know, they're still in touch, they just came from the spiritual realm. And so as a kid, my grandma really, you know, just kind of like there's a lot of, she was very spiritual. She was a Christian, which personally I'm not, but like, she was just like, she would pray, bro, and shit would happen, And so like, she
Mm-hmm.
really just made me realize that, yo, there's something bigger out there than just what's here, right here, you know? And so because of that, that kind of gave me my spiritual basis, and then, or base, I should say. And then, from there, I've just been, finding myself and finding God at the same time, if that
Right.
makes any sense,
Absolutely. I think
Eh,
I think that I started becoming more spiritual the more I got away from like traditional
yeah,
ideas of like having to go to church all the time or
exactly.
um doing Bible study all the time. I think that when I was able to get, and it sounds like the opposite for a lot of people. They're like, "Wait, what do you mean?" But when I was
Yeah,
able to get away from that, I started to be able to apply some of the shit that I had learned, and
yeah. No, that's the truth,
that's when
bro.
you're able to kind of put it into action. And I
Hmm.
think like I think the ultimate like spiritual journey, like you said, when you're a kid, you're so open to everything, and you're just absorbing everything
Yeah,
until you get to a point where you get into these boxed ideas eventually. Because the older you get, the less things that you're able to explore and do. Because you know when you're a
yeah,
kid and if you're a toddler and you drop something on the floor, it's fine. Somebody will come and clean it up. But and when you start getting to adolescence and
yeah.
you drop it on the floor, you ain't supposed to do that, or you get
It's
punished,
a
or
problem.
whatever it
Yeah,
is. You
like
can't explore the ideas.
mistakes become son. Yeah,
Exactly. And so I think that a part of my spiritual journey overall has just been unlearning a lot of things that I was taught. Not
yeah. Well,
necessarily in a
that's
way
really
that
what it is.
means, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's like it's not necessarily in a way where it's like you. How I want to say this? It's not in a way that you dismiss what you were taught or the foundation that
yeah,
was laid out for you, but you basically learn what was incorrect or what doesn't apply to yourself, necessarily. So then you're
exactly,
able to actually,
exactly.
move forward from that. And that's like a huge thing for myself. You don't always really get to have well, at least I don't always get to have conversations about spirituality because you have different
Yeah,
friends on different levels. But every now
yeah.
and then you
Nah,
you
this,
you you have to have those conversations where you just kind of sit in a room for like 3 hours and just talk about life. And it doesn't have to mean
yeah,
anything. It
and
doesn't
just
have
be
to have a
like, oh, I'm
point.
not crazy, right? Like, like
Exactly.
this is how I feel. I'm not. Oh yeah, you feel that too. Yeah, I'm not crazy. It's just like those are my favorite. But to be honest with you, like I don't really talk much, like
Hmm.
about like menial stuff because I'm just not interested in most stuff that people talk about. Like, if you're gonna talk to me about some spiritual shit though, yeah, I'll talk all night, But
I'm
I'm just,
telling you
I'm
because
just, yeah,
it can go so many places. You can kind of,
exactly,
you can just kind of really send your mind to a place where like you really like discover stuff because even if you don't agree with someone and you're having a conversation about spirituality, if you all don't even you know agree with some of the ideas that you had the conversation and
yeah,
you're able to be like, I didn't think about it like that. I don't agree with you, but I didn't
exactly,
think about it like
exactly. Like, oh,
you
yo,
didn't
that's
change my
another
mind.
perspective. Yeah, yeah,
but
I feel
but
you.
no, I definitely think that shit is like so necessary. It's so
Yeah, definitely,
important, especially like in times like now. You gotta have something that you can do to keep progressing internally because the external shit right now is all over the place, and we are things are uncertain, but you can keep developing internally and kind of grow within that. I like this. See you got me
definitely.
feeling like I'm a philosopher and shit.
Yo, we all lie. That's the thing. Like we all lie. Like, but the thing is, like, I'm not trying to talk bad about religion, but like they give you this one size fits all mentality where, well, if this is, if you do this, then this is the outcome. It's just a one. It's not
Right,
a
right.
situation where, yo, TeaRon believes in this, and this is how he connects spiritually. Like I go to the beach and I connect spiritually. I lay in the sun and I connect spiritually. Personally speaking, like there's stuff that work for me, and there's stuff that
Mm-hmm.
work for the other person, and there's beliefs that this other person has. But like what I feel like at the end of the day is like if you're truly pure at heart, like if like religion, love is just the religion. And I don't
Right.
even want to say the religion because I don't like the word, but love is what it is about. So if
I think.
a Muslim person and a Hindu person have love in their heart and
Mm-hmm.
they're praying to the same being because they're actually praying of purity, versus thinking like, oh, well, your thing is not real or this thing is not real or TeaRon's thing is not
Exactly.
real because he doesn't believe anything but spirituality. Like, nah, like if you're actually doing this from a pure place, everything is connected. We didn't come to the earth as different people to necessarily say this person is damned or that person is damned.
There is
Yeah,
one thing I always tell people kind of when I get into these conversations. One thing that
yeah,
comes up for me is I always kind of make the point to somebody because it kind of just ties everything in. It's like, okay, if you believe in a higher power, right? And
yeah,
you call it whatever you want, but if you believe in a higher power and you think that someone else's beliefs are incorrect, it's like how or with you having no control over where you're born, you got to think if you were born into a
exactly,
Muslim
exactly.
country, you're gonna grow up Muslim. You know what I'm saying? If you're born
Exactly.
into a Christian family, you're gonna grow up Christian, and that's just what it is. It's not something that you necessarily choose. It's just circumstantial. So it's like, would
Yeah,
you really think that you have a superior being that you um, call upon or you pray to, or this bigger thing that's bigger than yourself? Do you really think that the creator would put you at a disadvantage by saying, oops, actually I'm gonna have you born in this country into this family. So
and
and
so
and then
yeah,
and then if you're
exactly,
not born in that, you're you're screwed. It's like, come on, man. That don't make sense to me.
exactly, bro. But
That
like
don't add up.
people really just that was personally, bro. I used to go to Bible study, and that was the conversation that I had that with the people who are teaching me that I removed myself from that because I was like, yo, you can't tell me that you are here saying that you believe in love and you believe in the advancement of the human race, but all of these people who are not Christians are gonna die because they're not Christians. And the reason that I'm even having this Bible study is because my family, I was born in a Christian family. But if I was born in a Muslim family, I'd be having a different discussion,
Exactly.
So that just didn't make sense to me. And
And then
personally, I just work with what makes sense.
did you ever see, you could probably find this clip on like YouTube or something, but
Yeah,
Oprah had her show. It was like in the 80s, I believe, when this
yeah,
happened. But there was an episode where they were talking about religion, and there was a point that was made, and they were like, if you have a man who is born in what do you call it when somebody is not around other people? It doesn't fucking matter what you
well,
call
in
it. But
solitude,
if you
born in solitude.
if
Just
you
like
have a person
isolation and some.
isolation, thank you, Zach. If you have a person that's
Yeah,
born in
yeah,
isolation and they grow up and they mature and they spend all of their days being good to people, being kind to other people, and just being an all around good person,
yeah,
and helping others and caring for others. But this person doing all these things and living their life this way, they have no knowledge of Western ideas of religion or Christianity or uh, Islam, anything. They don't have not any knowledge of anything. They're just
yeah.
a good person. Then you sit back and they say, well, if you have all this and this person is doing all this, does that person then go to heaven without having
Or, yeah,
And I was like,
bro. I
boom, my
literally
mind was like, yo.
just like, bro, my brother and I were doing Bible study growing up. Literally, yeah, we literally had the same conversation. Like, suppose this person is born and they didn't know anything about it, whatever, whatever. You know, the answers that I got were just like not, being I was probably what, like 12, 11, 12, 13, and hearing
Mm-hmm.
the answers that I heard, I was just not impressed. I was just like, okay,
You
this
call
is like,
bullshit.
I really, yeah, like this really don't make no sense, and I'm not dumb enough to sit down and watch,
Exactly.
and
And
just,
I
oh,
think the
well, you're
huge
saying this, so yeah,
I think the biggest downside for doing things like going to Bible study or um going to congregate at church and everything. I think the biggest downside or the biggest downfall, I should say, would be that there isn't an open dialogue. It isn't a platform where you go and you actually really ask questions. It's kind of this is
yeah,
this and this is this because I studied it and I know better. So you should do this. And you, the minute you are like, "What? Actually, I got a question." Then it's like, "Oh, no. This is save that question for later," or you know, you never get your questions answered. And
yeah,
I'd rather be
or
involved in
yeah,
situations
or
where I'm like, you know, conversing and
feel like you're
having
free.
back and forth.
Yeah. So that's
You
how you
know.
learn. But the thing is, like a lot of these things are set up for people who are not interested in the question. It's set up for people who personally may just want to know that, okay, well, if I come here every Sunday, no matter what I do in the week, if I come here every Sunday, I should be good. Rather than people who actually say, well, let me actually look into myself. Because spirituality, I think you put it really well, is like, to me, and I read something today that one of my friends posted on Instagram too. It's like you're looking for spirituality and you didn't realize that. I mean, well, in the end, you realize that it was just you stripping all of everything that you thought was, you know, real, or
Mm-hmm.
everything, all of these thoughts and these beliefs from you until you know there was nothing left. And then you
Right.
really connected with the universe, and you really connected with nature, because there's no belief, there's no, oh, this can't be or that can't be. It's just, I'm just existing, and I'm enjoying existing. And I realize that the key the key to all success and all happiness lies within me. It's not an outside thing like we've been led to believe. So for me, like, church was like, it was like that outside thing. Like, I have to go to church to be
Mm-hmm.
happy, or I have to go to church to know God. But for me, I always knew God personally. Like I said, with my grandma, like, that for me was outside of church. You know,
Right.
I used
And
to
that's
feel
the thing.
uncomfortable in church, whereas with myself or with my people, getting to ask questions and etc., is where I felt comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
and actually having these dialogues within my own head, talking to God. That's where I felt comfortable. So I didn't really see the point of going somewhere with people that may not like, cause like, to me too, it's like I would hear some of the stuff that people would say in church, and it's like, you're the same person who was just in church, and outside of church, you're a completely different person. You know, I'm not judging, but like, it just don't add up. So I didn't think that church was necessarily the place that this you get this you know this big awakening, because I didn't see a change in a lot of people who had been going for
Exactly.
however many years. And I didn't like the judgment too. Like, it's like you're judging everybody, but you're not judging yourself. Like, oh, this person divorced this person, so because I was in a Jehovah Witness
You was in Jehovah
family too,
Witness.
so it was like this person. Yeah, on my mom's side is Jehovah Witness, so it was like,
Oh
I
goodness. Now
remember,
that's a
like,
whole other thing.
like, yeah, but it was just like, I think the extremeness of this of their that religion was just better for me to understand that, bro. Like, yeah, a lot of this don't necessarily make sense to me, because like I said, like, I'm not trying to tell anybody what to do. To me, it doesn't make sense, and I think that's what you realize. Like, spirituality is what makes sense to you. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so you can believe all of these things. I'm not trying to tell you yes or no. If that makes sense to you and that's
Exactly.
what makes you flourish, then that's your spirituality.
And
At the end
that's
of
the
the day,
best place to
love is
be
love.
in.
Yeah,
That's the best place to be in, where it's like we can, have a meeting of the minds, but I'm never in a place here. I'm never having these conversations with you to tell you what is right, wrong, or indifferent.
yeah,
I can only
exactly.
tell you what works for me.
What?
And then
Yeah,
you just take
exactly,
that and you apply it to how it works for you. And as long as you ain't fucking with
exactly.
nobody, you ain't fucking over nobody, then
Yeah,
you good, you know?
yeah, it's just love. At the end of the day, it's just love.
Well, Zach, this shit is getting good, honestly. I would keep going and going, but I
Yeah,
don't I don't want to keep you for too long, because then we
it's
be in
all good.
trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, it's all
We be in
good, bro.
trouble when we start talking about like aliens and herbs and shit. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. That's a whole different conversation. That's a whole
exactly,
conversation. Yeah,
exactly. Maybe you know sometime in the future we'll go there. But I definitely
yeah,
again, I definitely appreciate you coming through and just sharing this part of yourself. I definitely learned quite a
yeah,
bit
man.
about you, and um yeah, this was fun. This shit was fun. Before we go,
Yeah, I
is
appreciate
no problem, no
it.
problem. Before we go, Zach, go ahead and just give people some hope. Or what would you tell a younger person looking up to Zach and that's like, hey, I want to do this too, but the world is crazy right now. What would you tell them?
Yeah, yeah. Think about it a little bit. What would I tell somebody? I mean, for me, at the end of the day, it would really just be like, yo, just believe in yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's at the end of the day, that's it. Get rid of self doubt. Fully just get rid of self doubt. Um, and it's not to say that I've mastered that. You see me? It's just that at the end of the day, this is what I see. Like, forget the self doubt. You know, just believe in yourself. Whatever it is you're doing, it don't matter who don't believe in you. You see me? Just believe in a your thing. It could be something what hasn't been done before. All the better why you believe in yourself, because everything that has been done to this point wasn't done at a point. You get me? So like at one point, it was crazy to think about the fact that I'm looking at a laptop right now. You see me? But right here I have a laptop. Before. So there's always gonna be something that people are gonna tell you, say, yo, it can't work and etc. etc. Yo, you come yourself to change the game. There's only one you. There's literally only one you, and you're the greatest miracle in nature. That's another audiobook I've been listening to. Um, the greatest salesman in the world. You can check it on YouTube. It's called The Greatest Salesman. And they basically say like, yo, there's only one you. You're the greatest, you're nature's greatest miracle. So you just always remember that, you know, and just know, say, yo, until you succeed, you're gonna go through enough obstacles, you're gonna go through enough fight, bad mind, whatever it is. You just have to push through because at the end of the desert, there's an oasis, you know? So blessings, you see me? That's all.
Everything
You
you said just
understand? You
sound like you.
understand everything that?
I understood a lot of it, so I must be doing
Yeah,
good. Everything you
yeah.
said just sound like you was singing to me just now. That
For
shit sounds
real?
like music. That accent, you could just say anything, and it sounds like
I
music
sound
to me.
like music. Yeah, man. I
Did,
mean,
did, did, did. And it's a rhythm to that. That's so
yeah, yeah,
fucking dope.
yeah.
So I'm
I
just sit
think,
back
I
like
think, I
this
think
shit
that's
sounds
why.
good.
I think that's why our music is so powerful, though, because like it's like we speak in rhythm, we move in rhythm. You know, like we just everything is in a rhythm. You see
I
me?
got.
So
I do have a question before we
yeah,
leave, because when I get into an argument sometimes with my roommate,
yeah,
and I heard what like I used to hear this all the time with like Jamaican neighbors and shit, but I kind of just use it because I think it's fucking hilarious.
yeah.
Um, but every time something happens, I'll be like,
Bumper clad.
No, because everybody knows that one. That's easy. But I said,
So that,
go suck your mother.
yeah, a very,
What the?
I would,
What even? Please explain that to me, please.
that
When I
is
say
like
it, it feels good to me, and I don't even. I just say it because I feel like it's just
that's
a
like
proper insult.
that's like the biggest. That's like the biggest bad word. Not even a bad word. That's like the biggest insult you could have ever say in Jamaica. Because like everybody, it's just like you talk about a man mother in the US. Like if you're supposed to talk about somebody's mom, you know, like how people will react. Like, yo, why the
It's
hell you
time to throw
talking
them
about my mom?
things. Absolutely.
Yeah, but like in Jamaica, if you tell a man for suck your mother, I may tell you this, as a Jamaican, don't do it to a Jamaican, bro. If you tell a Jamaican man that, bro, it's
Oh
problems. That's
goodness.
all I can say. Like, that's like the biggest insult in the book out here. You
You,
know, personally, I don't practice to tell nobody about them mother because I don't, you know, see the
oh,
reason. That's like out of my vocabulary.
it's the funniest shit I ever heard in my life, and it stuck with me from being a kid and hearing like these Jamaican. It was like a couple that like kind of lived where we lived, and they would
Yeah.
argue, and they'd be outside going out, and you kind of sit out on the porch and just be nosy, and she'd tell him, she'd like, "Go suck your mother," and I used to
Really,
crack
a
the fuck up.
couple? That's crazy. That's
I
crazy.
used to crack the fuck.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Hey,
And I still say
where
that shit
you
all
grew
the
up, by the way? Where you grew up?
time. What'd you say? I'm sorry. I'm just fucking
Where
cracking
you
up. That
grew up?
shit's hilarious. Where I grew up. So I myself actually I grew up in the South. So
Right.
I was born in Louisville, Kentucky. That's birthplace
Oh,
of Muhammad
Kentucky.
Ali.
Yeah. And KFC.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. Zach, do you have any virtual shows? You got anything it's hard to ask
Nah.
artists. It's like, do you have anything to promote?
Yo,
Or
yeah,
anything you like?
to promote, yeah, I don't have any virtual shows coming up, but I do have a new single coming out called Lonely. Is I mean, produced by my brethren who, same guy who produced Miss Jamaica, same genius who produced Nostalgia, Ayo Touch, you see me? So I have that new single coming out. Really excited about it, really looking forward to it. I think that in these times, especially like based on a lot of what we spoke about, you know,
Mhm.
as far as like just like what's going on with people emotionally and everything during COVID, it's like a really, you know, like people will really relate to it. And it's just real life stuff too. You know, it's called Lonely. So that's coming out, you know,
All right.
towards the end of, towards sometime in September, October. I don't have a date for it yet, but you can look out for that. And
Dope. Dope.
yeah, bro. And
I'll
then
be looking
also
for it.
like he said he'd be looking for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. And I have a project I'm working on right now to call Manor Yard. So it's gonna be an EP, but it's called Manor Yard. You
Yeah,
know, in
you
Jamaica,
definitely gonna have to go ahead and put out another
translate that.
EP because I
Oh, I thought
keep
you
wearing the
translate
first
that.
one. Fuck, I keep wearing the other shit out.
Yeah. No, this one gonna be crazy, bro. Like this one gonna be crazy. Manor Yard is like different sound, like everything. Like I'm really excited about this one, bro. So you know, just working on finishing that up and getting that out to the public too. You know,
All right. Well, I definitely
definitely.
again definitely appreciate you just taking the time to talk to me because you didn't have to, but you did, and I definitely respect that. And hopefully, this is the first in a long time, and when we're able to move around again, maybe we'll cross paths
Yeah,
and
man. Cause I mean,
work on some
I'm
shit.
out in LA a lot. You know, I used to live in
Yeah,
LA.
yeah,
I was living in LA up to like November last year. So, and I was supposed to be back, but just cause of everything that's been going on, I haven't
exactly.
been back yet. Yeah,
I
but
think was I was I think I was there in November
oh, you
actually.
were
Yeah,
for real?
it's
Yeah,
crazy, isn't
man.
it?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Small world, bro. Small world. Yeah, we are from different places.
All right, so I definitely want to thank everybody for listening here today,
Yeah, man. Bless up all the listeners. Yeah, man. Bless up
and
for having me, bro.
oh shoot, Zach,
Yeah.
where can they find you on social
Oh
media?
yeah. I forgot all about that. Zac Jone Stoney on social media. So it's gonna be ZacJonesStony. So it's Zac Jone Stoney on everything. From YouTube to Instagram to Twitter. Check out Zac Jone Stoney, and my brand that I was telling you about, my liquor brand is Bottega Jamaica. So it's gonna be Bottega Jamaica. So
And for
check me
those of
out.
you
Hit
who
me up.
can't understand Zach, or you didn't understand him the whole time, that's Zac Jones Stoney.
Stoney. Stoney.
Zac Jones Stoney on all social
Yeah.
media.
Also, yeah, but with the translation.
Uh, but as always, you all you can where you can find me. I'm TeaRon. That's TeaRon period, and you can find me at TeaRon World on all social media. That's TeaRon World, and then also you can follow the podcast at Ubiquitous Blacks on all social media. And then also you can send us questions and you can send us bullshit. And if you do, you can always email us, ubiquitousblacks@gmail.com. And also, if you leave a rating and a review. Now, when I say a rating and review, I do mean a 5-star rating, none of that other shit. If you have anything beyond 5 stars, please keep it to yourself. And if you leave a 5-star review and a rating, we'll read it right here on the podcast. Right now, I haven't actually checked any of the reviews, so I don't have anything to read. But working on a bunch of new content for you, and we got some shit coming up, and this is just one of many things. So it was great being in Jamaica. And speaking of being in Jamaica, whether you are Black in Los Angeles or
Black in Kingston.
Remember this, yo. We are Black everywhere.
Facts. Stoney.